everyone, Soul here. So today we are going over a Dantarian deck profile. Now this is kind of a budget version, but also keep in mind that this is the older version before our Butterfly the Moonlight set comes out, and I will also do updated deck profile in the future. So for our starter, we're playing Vermilion Gatekeeper because it's a normal starter. Now of course for our grade 3s, we are playing 4 of King of Mass Dantarian. Now this card is it's actually a very good defensive card. It's not a one big blow finisher, but it's more of a, you want to stay on this card to protect yourself and build up, and at the end you want to pull up that one big finisher move to kill your opponent. So the skill says when you would call a guardian, you can call grade 2 or greater cards from your soul. Now there are like different cards in this deck that will help you to boost up your shield value, and this skill is very important, and we are playing some cards according to that. And when your opponent's rear card is retired during your turn, you may soul charge too. We also are playing some of the removals in this deck, so it will be useful. And the last skill is when a grade 2 or greater card is put in your soul by a card ability, 3 of your rear cards can plus 5k. I normally when playing this card, I kind of overlook this ability. I didn't think that it's too powerful, but when you add different stuff, when you add like different grade 2s, they get power according to 5, 5, 5, it gets pretty big actually. So yeah, 4 of him. Now for our other grade 3s, we're gonna play Number of Terror. Now this card is insanely good. Like this is really good in Sharad, this is really good in Dantarian, because it's really synergized with Dantarian because it also gets plus 10k, and you can use Dantarian's skill to call him out, but also it gives you 2 extra cards. It will draw you a card, so that's pretty good, and also fill up your soul at the same time. So definitely really good card. Now for me, I am playing 3 of NLKs because in my opinion NLK is the best VR that DI has ever received, in my opinion. So basically this card allows you to have that one big finisher play at the end, and if you think 3 of them are like not enough and you want to cut it down on that, you can go 3 Number of Terrors and you can go 4 NLK. But if you want to play something else, you can do that as well. But for me, I kind of stay on, I kind of keep on building on Dantarian. I keep on like, using my different cards to soul charge, and once I reach a point where I'm like, you know what, I have kind of used up my soul enough to protect myself, now I want to go for a kill, then I go for the No Life King deck anchor, which is pretty good in my opinion. So when you are using this card, you also want to keep in mind that you are staying on Dantarian, so you don't use too much of your grade 2s, because NLK also requires some of the power gains, so you want to be careful for that. But apart from that, if you can utilize this card, it's pretty good. So I'm playing NLK for that reason of finishing my opponent at the end. Now because we are playing Dantarian build, it's kind of a cookie cutter but not too much. I'm playing 4 Futerius Succubus. So C is a really good card because he is also a removal, which when we are on our Dantarian, we can use her skill for soul charge too. And also if you need her for some reason, if you already soul charged on Dantarian turn, you can counterblast 1 and then you can get discard a card, and you can also get this card back, and you can use a skill again for for your soul charge to build up again and again. It's pretty good in my opinion. Now this deck wouldn't be complete, and I would say you definitely need this card in your deck, which is Dark Soul Conductor. Gets way bigger when it's into soul. It gets plus 10k shield, so your main goal is to put this card into your soul for the defensive options later on. So your toolbox will be it must contain 4 of these, because you will use this card a lot when you are trying to guard your opponent's blows. So definitely a must have. Get this 4 of if it's kind of a cheaper right now, so you'll be able to buy it for cheap, so like get it, because Dantarian will need this card. Now everyone's favorite 4 of the Emblem Master, such a great card. You can do a selective soul charge, counterblast 1, select something on the field, plug in the soul and build a soul that way. It's already reprinted, and the thing about reprinting, the reprint set is this, even though it got reprinted, it's still kind of a little bit higher on the end, like it's like $5 to $10. I'm really not sure. I guess it's around $8 Canadian, but I'll have to check on that. But yeah, it's a really must-have in Sheroth, in Dantarian, or any other, I guess, DI build will come in the future. So definitely 4 Emblem Masters. Now, when we talk about our grade 1s, they're not that much, and probably you can utilize this lineup custom, like, differently than I did. So for our grade 1s, we are definitely playing 4 Yellow Bolt. Great card, helps you to soul charge. You can even attack with him, it will help you to soul charge. You can ride on top of it, and then it will get you 2 souls. It's such a good ride target as well as your soul booster. So definitely, it's a pretty good card. I like it. I'm running it 4 off, and I definitely think you should run it 4 off in any build. Now we're also playing 4 of Killer Tail. So basically what it does is either you can put a card from your damage zone or your drop zone to the soul, and then if you have 3 variants Killer Tail, you can counter charge and you can stand this unit. I use this card more of to get something from my drop zone to my soul, or damage zone if there's, like, very fucky thing happen where I lost Dark Soul Conductor in damage zone. So it's very useful because you definitely want to see some cards in your soul, and sometimes they end up in your damage zone, sometimes they end up in your drop zone. So very useful card, definitely. Now these 2 card slots are custom, like you can use any card, but I'm using Succubus. So why am I using this card despite I'm playing so many grade 3s? So sometimes shit happens, like sometimes you lose your card in a damage zone, drop zone very, very early, and sometimes you don't have proper grade 3s in your hand. So if you have this, C has been such a savior sometimes that I cannot, just take her out from the deck. But it's up to you, whatever you want to play it. But I would play this card because I can do a counterblast 1, put this in a soul, and I can look at top 7 cards on top of the deck, reveal up to 2 grade 3 cards from among them, put one of them in my hand and one of them in the soul. So if I get super lucky, I can put a number of tiles in my soul, and I can have maybe Dantarian in my hand, or vice versa, or I can NRK. She will get you some stuff that you are missing, despite you're playing, so many grades in the deck, but still, it's a very, very useful card for me. So I'm still playing this card. Now we are going for trigger lineups. So for trigger, which is very similar with every single other build, which is 8 criticals. Then I'm playing 4 draws. Yep, and I'm playing 4 heals. So this deck is more of a budget version of a DI. I know that currently Sheroth is very, very good, and I'm definitely going to make a deck profile on it because I already ordered my cards for it. But yeah, if you like this deck profile, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.